All right, everybody, Brian Blessing with you in Las Vegas. Glad you're part of the Pulse, and let's get after it. We've got to give you a football game tonight, of course, in the NFL, Colts and Texans, and we're going to grab a hockey game off a very busy Thursday night menu, 12 games in all. Let's start with the Colts and the Texans. Can it really be this simple? Can it be, let's see, Andrew Luck versus Ryan Fitzpatrick? Money's come in on the Texans here. Knock this number from -3 Indy down to -2.5. I think you're still going to see some Indy money late, so the earlier you bet this, the better. Lay the 2.5 with the Colts. They showed me an awful lot last week. They can win the high-scoring games, but they can also get involved in a knockdown, drag-out defensive affair. Texans, everybody saw them take Dallas to overtime last week. Had so many fans there. It was kind of like a home game for the Texans. The last time they were at home, though, Buffalo had them beat. If E.J. Manuel didn't throw a box of rocks past the J.J. Watt intercepted in return for a touchdown, the Bills would have won that game in Houston last time, and we're very sure that Indianapolis has the much better offense with Andrew Luck and the better team. So it's tough because on Thursday nights, we've seen the margin of victory be massive in these games, and only one road team, the Giants against the Redskins, has walked in and gotten the W. Got a funny feeling we're going to see the road team get it done again here. I think Indy's the better team. Lay the 2.5, bet it early, so you make sure you get the best of the number. Don't want it to, go to 3 and you get a push and not a W. Stay ahead of the number. Then in hockey, I think the New York Rangers are a fade job for me this year. Their projected season points total was at 98.5 at one locale here in Las Vegas. Others had it at 95.5, 96.5. Why so high? This was a team that got hot last year in the playoffs and went on to go to the Stanley Cup Finals. It happens all the time. That doesn't mean the Rangers, over the course of a long season, they'll have a long road trip because of the circus in New York, all these things that would go against them. It's the regular season. This is not the Stanley Cup playoffs. So I think they're a little bit of a fade job. But we're not going to go against them per se in this game at St. Louis. We're going to go under the total. Early in the season, the offenses are still trying to figure it out, get the passing down, everybody get on the same page. But the goaltenders can remain stout. Lundqvist is a beast. And I think, for the Blues, it didn't work out with Ryan Miller. They're going back to Brian Elliott. What's wrong with that? He had a goals against under 2. He was second in goals against average last year in the NHL. We'll go under the total, 5.5 in that game. Look for a low-scoring game. The Rangers and the Blues. That's your pulse plays for you on a Thursday night. The Colts minus the 2.5 and under in the Rangers and Blues game in the NHL.